This tutorial video is designed to accompany the worksheet for lesson 24 of Learn Your Scales and Arpeggios with Saxophone, which returns to work on dominant seventh arpeggios. It is important that you follow all the instructions on the worksheet, as this video will not cover all that is required by itself. As has already been explained, a seventh chord or arpeggio has four notes: a root, a third, a fifth and a seventh. There are various different types of seventh chord which are illustrated in lesson 24. Here are the dominant seventh, the major seventh, the minor seventh, the half diminished seventh, and the diminished seventh. You should remember that the dominant seventh is so called because it's built on the dominant chord, or chord of 5, in the key in question. The dominant seventh in the key of F is basically a C major arpeggio to which is added the seventh B flat. It's B flat because we are in the key of F, major or minor, the dominant is the same, even though we are mainly working with a C major arpeggio. Here is the dominant seventh in the key of F. The dominant seventh in the key of E flat is based on the arpeggio of B flat major. The seventh is A flat. You have the option in this arpeggio of playing B flat with the bis key fingering. If you're uncomfortable with this, you should use the side key fingering. You can press the fifth key fingering for A flat as soon as you move into the upper octave. But you must be sure to release this key after playing A flat when descending in the lower octaves, so that your left hand fifth finger is free for the bottom B flat. Exercise 49 will help with this. Here is the dominant seventh in the key of E flat. The dominant seventh in the key of A flat is based on the arpeggio of E flat major. The added seventh is D flat. You can use the bis key fingering or the side key fingering for B flat in this arpeggio. The dominant seventh in the key of A is based on the arpeggio of E major with D as the seventh. You can use the articulated G sharp mechanism here in the same way as in the E major arpeggio, moving your fourth and fifth fingers together throughout the arpeggio. Exercise 50 helps with this and with fingering the top note keys. As always, be sure to complete practice plan 24 meticulously before moving on to lesson 25.